So this is the actual stump of this ash that was dead standing and fell over from the neighbor's land onto our land. With my hand for scale. So that's like close to the base part. The actual base part is there, and it's kind of hollow most of the way up, which is cool. So I could do something crafty with that, I reckon. So yeah, a lot of this became firewood off the top instantly. But off these lower sections, I think there are some, there could be some good axe handles or whatever in there. And that is the other half of, so yeah, so I split that piece over there. So you can see I took off kind of like a third maybe. And then that is the remnant from this. So it wasn't quite this size, what this started out as, but it was maybe 2/3 the size of that. Yeah, to get down to this. I'm not necessarily in full possession of the knowledge of what I am doing. So it's taken me a minute. But this thing is really, really, really solid and strong. And if you were able to listen closely, it has a wonderful deep bass tone as well as the higher woody tones. So yeah, I'll put this little hawk bill in it for now, and I'm going to keep working it down. I want to get it to maybe half the mass of this, so it is really a hiking pole as well. But yeah, I could end up using it for some other kind of tool, I guess, as well. But more likely, yeah, I'll just keep working this one down and start making, because this as it is would be great for a bill hook, for a proper brush hook or a bill hook or something. But it's not what I want it for, so I'm gonna have to keep working this one down. But maybe, yeah. Anyone need any axe handles or anything? Get in touch. Just a quick word on how I did the splitting. And there's another little split down there that could, make a nice, I don't know, quintuple XL chopstick or something. This is some beech wood I made into these wedges. These ones I shaped up a little more. There are a few over there lying in the ground as well that were just rougher. But it was semi-seasoned, but this was a sick beech tree. So it's got all this warp going on in the grain. And although it'll split itself apart probably all the way up here, and then I'll end up with two. Well, or one will be fairly useless because it'll have that knot in it. But you can make a small one. So they have a life of their own. These wedges, you kind of trim them. They get messed up. Then you should reshape them. They split in half, and then you have two, which you can use for splitting smaller items. So that one's kind of oversized. This one's about perfect, really. And yeah, I gave him welly with this baton here, which I made a while back as well. This is not green anymore, and this thing thunks. Funnily, it's interesting, if you hit with this area here, there is very little vibration. And if you hit with that area there, you can see I haven't done it so much as here, because you get a nasty shock when you hit there. And when you hit here, so it's obviously to do with the grain, what's going on in the grain there. But yeah, I use this also on the pole of the axe, obviously, to tap in. You tap in, you get your crack, tap in on a crack, like this crack here. Tap an axe in down the end there. Once the crack opens up enough, you start hammering the wedges in. Bob's your uncle. Thanks for watching. I'm so happy right now that I remembered about this. And I got the last one at Sam's. I'd seen it there before, but I never had a use for it. And now I have a use.